Well, the character's matured quite a bit. You know, when we first met him 12 years ago, he was a professional academic, basically, a kid who obtained 22 different degrees but never really had a job. He's now been the librarian for a long time. He's been the librarian alone for a long time. So he's gone around the bend a bit, you know, working in isolation with all these artifacts. Year in and year out has taken a toll on him psychologically. He's no longer able to sort of maintain normal human relationships. So a big part of the second season is him trying to figure out how to work and play well with others after being alone for so long. A little bit more. I did 4 episodes last year. I did 5 this year. Excalibur is really his favorite artifact. It's his best friend in a lot of ways. And losing him last season was kind of a crippling blow. We used a time machine this year for the first time. That was pretty cool. Spear of Destiny was the first relic that Flynn recovered, so it's sort of a sentimental favorite. Ark of the Covenant, Shroud of Turin, Tesla's Death Ray, Pandora's Box, Holy Grail, Neptune's Trident. The list goes on and on and on. Yeah, it was cool. We get to come back to Elizabethan England, in fact, and we meet William Shakespeare himself. We did not. Just outside the UK in Portland, Oregon. Great question. There's quite a few that I would be curious to sort of pop in on. Paris in the 20s springs to mind. There's a few others that I don't know that I want to spend any great length of time because of disease or pestilence, but it'd be fun to sort of take a peek and just sort of see it. A couple of years ago, got to realize a childhood dream and go to visit Pompeii and Herculaneum. Wow. And while I wouldn't want to have been there when Vesuvius exploded, it was fascinating to sort of walk those streets and get a sense of what life was like 2,000 years ago. It would be fun to see that. Yeah. There is a good blooper reel, yeah. It's a little blue. Everybody on this cast, for some reason, when they make a mistake, they become quite profane. Yeah, but there's some very difficult, long words and lots of rambling exposition, so we tend to get tongue-tied quite a bit. We do a lot of stuff, just trying it out, and a lot of times we make each other laugh and ruin takes just by being too silly. Lindy Booth, in particular, is easy to get her to break character.
Yeah.
I watched Game of Thrones and Better Call Saul. I'm really excited for its return. And Sherlock Holmes and Luther and a few shows that are British shows. I watch Modern Family, and there's a new show that I just did an episode of that I think is quite funny called Drunk History. Do you get that over here? I was a guy named Thomas Nast, who was a newspaper cartoonist who, with his political cartooning, brought down corrupt businessmen in New York named Boss Tweed and Tammany Hall. No, in fact, when I told my son, who's a big fan of the show, I said, "Oh, and I'm going to be on Drunk History." He goes, "Oh." I go, "What? It's one of your favorites?" He goes, "Yeah, I know." And I go, "Well, what's the matter?" He goes, "Well, are you sure, Dad?" I go, "Yeah, I think it'll be fun, don't you?" And he goes, "Well, you just, like, what is it? What's bothering you?" He goes, "Well, just my friends all see you really drunk." I'm like, no. Oh, and I'm not going to be the guy drinking. I'm going to be the guy acting out the story. He's like, oh, okay. Well, that's better. So, no, we were all fairly sober. I have not yet. Have you?
No, I haven't.
I hear really good things about it. Well, I don't know how they could have made a misstep. It's such a fantastic character, and Mr. Fassbender is such a wonderfully talented individual, as is Danny Boyle and Aaron Sorkin. It's a good team. Do I collect animals? Well, I live on a farm. I have a ranch, and I take in animals that are useless. I have a lovely woman named Julie who lives on our property, caretakes for them, and allows me to be as involved or not involved as I choose to be. But it's sort of like the island of broken toys. I have the ranch of broken down animals.
Oh, that's really amazing.
Is it? It's sort of a burden, really. I suppose when you're named Noah, it goes with the territory.
Yeah, of course. Do you have 2 of each?
Thankfully, I don't. But I do have I have a couple horses and a couple miniature horses and a lot of chickens and a few pigs and a cow.